Hey guys, what's up? This is Skymaster here. So today we'll be taking a look at a lot of Pokemon figures. Most of them are from Takara Tomy. So this is possibly my biggest unboxing ever once again. So if you guys enjoy this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and let's dive straight into it. So first up, let's take a look at these vintage Burger King toys. As far as I know, these are from Burger King. I think they were sold when Pokemon first came out, back in the 1990s, as far as I know. So over here we got Squirtle and Blastoise. These look actually very nice, especially if you compare them to modern Burger King figures. These guys are basically like perfect. If I was a kid back then and did not have any Tomy figure or anything, I would be more than happy to collect these. This guy looks very nice, and they even have this little ball there that I don't know what the function is. I think it's to make them move around. But yeah, these look very good, and I actually really enjoy having these now. So now let's move over to the Tomy figures. I'm gonna unbox this little bag here first. Let's open these guys up. So these figures are quite nice because I don't have most of them. I have some, but not all. So let's take a look at the ones that I already have. This is Shojun and Charmeleon. As you guys can see, nothing new about them, but they do look very good. I really enjoy this vintage style of the paintings on them. And over here we have a bunch of new figures. This Scyther unfortunately is missing one of its wings, but I'm gonna display him like this, so you probably won't be able to see it much unless you already know it's missing the wing. And we also got Kingler, which is a very difficult figure to get, and Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee I believe is a bit easier, but Kingler is apparently super rare, so I'm very glad that I got Kingler. As you guys can see, Hitmonlee looks very good. I'm grateful for the fact that it can stand up properly. I was thinking he was going to be falling over, but apparently not. I am a real fan of Hitmonlee, my favorite fighter one from the region. And as you guys can see, we got the Kingler right here. His painting looks perfect, even for back then in the 90s when these were made. This guy looks perfect until today, so let's move over to the next bag. So let's take a look at this huge bag here right now. We got a bunch of new figures on this one, but also a lot of repeated ones that I already have. Oh, it was ripped over there. So let's take a look at these guys right here. I'm gonna take a look at them one by one. So first we got Sandslash, which we already own. Nothing much new about this guy. I still think he looks perfect. His painting is way above the other figures from this time. He looks very good. Let's take a look at Seadra and Horsey. I actually already have Seadra, but this Horsey is a totally new figure for me, so it's very nice to own this guy. They look very good together. I really enjoy these figures here. They're basically just awesome. So let's take a look at these two, Nidoking and Growlithe, which I already own both of them, but this Nidoking looks way better than the one I do have right now. So yeah, that's very good to get a new version because mine is a bit damaged. And we also got a Growlithe, which looks very nice. I really enjoyed the painting on this guy. He looks very good. And lastly, we got Squirtle and Mewtwo, which are actually new figures. Squirtle is missing its tail. I only noticed this after I got him, but I don't care much because he's gonna be looking like this on the display. He looks very nice overall. I'd say this guy really looks like a 90s figures. As you guys can see, he's pretty old. And Mewtwo too, he has basically, I let him fall there. He has basically no painting on him, which is kind of crazy. They apparently did not paint Mew and Mewtwo a lot, so they look basically just white, even though this part is supposed to be pink, purple, right? So yeah, it looks very nice. I actually did not have a Mewtwo figure until this day, so now I finally got him. Okay, so now let's unbox one of our last bags. Let's see, this one is also full of figures. It's a bit difficult to get them out of there. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have a bunch of Tomy figures and some figures that actually aren't from Takara Tomy. Let's start by these ones. These guys here are not from Takara Tomy. I do not know where this Ivysaur is, even though I already own 4 of this guy. Literally, I have 4 of this exact figure here, and I do not know where it came from. It is a licensed product, but I do not know who manufactured this. So if you guys know that, please let me know in the comments. And this guy I actually know. He's from a cereal brand. I'm gonna put some pictures here on the screen. From a company that used to make cereals back then, and they started selling some Tomy figures, some Pokemon figures. They did recycle some molds from Tomy, but I believe this Charmander here is actually exclusive from them, and this figure is pretty sought after as far as I know, so it's very nice to own him, even though I'm not gonna put him with the other Tomy figures on the display. So we also got some Pikachus here. I really like this pose for a Pikachu. I have a lot of Pikachus. I think I have more than 10 of them. And these guys look very nice, just some basically Pikachus for my collection. I have a bunch of them already, so at least these poses are new. I don't have any duplicate ones. And I also got a Golem missing its arm. It's sad because I used to own a perfect Golem, but I traded it over when I was younger. So now at least I got Golem back, even though it's missing an arm. And we also got finally a Wigglytuff because I already had Jigglypuff. Now we have the duo together. He looks like he suffered some battle damage there, as you guys can see, but I say this guy looks very nice. And we also got the duo that I already own this version and I didn't own this one, but yeah, we got Psyduck and Golduck once again. I am going to put them together with the other ones soon. Now I have 4 of them in total. So let's move over to the final bag. This is getting too full over here, but let's go over to the last bag, which has the coolest figures in my opinion. Let me unbox these guys here. Okay, they're not falling. There we go. So we got them all together. As you guys can see, this area has the figures that I don't own the most. As you can see here, we got a Charmander and it's missing his flames. It's sad to see that, but whatever, we're not gonna be able to see it. Just like Squirtle, man, these figures got destroyed. The person probably used to play with them a lot. So yeah, we got the vintage Charmander. He's different from the one that I was talking about, the cereal one. But that's great to own a vintage Charmander. I am only missing the vintage version of Bulbasaur now. We also got Electabuzz, which is pretty difficult to find, so I'm very grateful that I finally got this guy. He's gonna look good in our collection for our 151 Pokédex that I'm trying to complete, so that's pretty good. We also got a vintage Charizard, which is not missing its flame, so that's great. I was expecting him to be. I don't know, this guy just looks very good. Even though it's a vintage version, it's probably one of their best figures because it's their most popular Pokemon ever. I don't know if it's Pikachu or Charizard, but I'm pretty sure it's Charizard. We finally got an Articuno, another one for the legendary birds. I already have Zapdos, now I'm only missing Moltres to complete them all. He looks very nice, but clearly a vintage version. We finally got Slowbro, now I'm only missing Slowpoke. I really like this duo here. These figures are so good, it doesn't matter what you say. These guys are probably one of the best figures they've ever made. They look perfect. And we finally got one of my favorite Pokemon ever, Machamp. This guy looks completely amazing. It doesn't even look like he's vintage because of the amount of details on him. He looks very, very good. I really enjoy having this guy, so that's pretty perfect. But that's it overall, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you watched this part, comment I watched that part or something like that, like I did before. So if you guys enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!